What's up, fam?
Yo, yo.
We are live. What's up, everybody? This is Table Talk with Deezo and Stoneman, episode 2. You know what to do. What's up, Stoneman? How was your day, bro?
It's going good, man. Hard work out here in this 115-degree weather. But other than that, I'm good.
Out there in Vegas?
Man, yeah, I don't know what to call it, Vegas or hell, dude. I'm telling you. I think it got up to like 120 today, dude. It's crazy.
120, bro. You be dead.
Yeah. No, we that's just another Tuesday for us.
So, no, I died. Came back. It's whatever.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Start turning into beef jerky out here, man. I'm telling you.
For real. Just what's up, everybody at home? Just so you know, today we are streaming on Heart in the Fight YouTube channel, Heart in the Fight Facebook, and Streetbeefs West Coast main channel. So if you want to join the conversation, come on over to the Heart in the Fight YouTube channel, and we will get your comments on screen, just like this. Trying to deal with this hot ass African. Yeah, I never been to Africa, but I know it's hot out there today.
I know what he's trying to say. This weather will make you black. Yeah, it's
What up, Sound K?
Yo.
Run them likes. So what's up, man? Who we got on the show today?
Oh man, we got a good lineup. Unfortunately, we lost a couple people, but we'll see them again. But today we got Nobody. We got Battleborn.
Hell yeah.
And we got Mortem, dude.
Hell yeah.
We got some bangers.
You already know, yeah, dude. Yeah, like you said, three notable guys for sure. Hella notable.
Yeah, for sure.
Real quick, just want to take a couple seconds to give a shout out to our sponsors, starting with Ascari. They got all the fight gear at ascari.com, ascarifighter.com. And I got a pair of their shorts right here with me right now, actually. Just thought I would bust them out real quick. These are my training.
Nice.
Yeah, they're fire. Got the
Streetbeefs. Wow.
You feel me?
That's legit, dog. What?
Hard in the Fight.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And they're cool because, like, they're interlocking, right? So there's no zipper. So it's like a Velcro and then another Velcro to go across.
So it's like the perfect fit every time.
Yeah, exactly. And what I like about it, too, is that it has this is rubber. It has a rubber band right there to keep them right in the perfect spot. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
And for those kickboxers and Muay Thai guys, MMA guys, they got high slits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Also, they're good for the gym, too. Bust them thighs out.
That's what's up.
Yup. And also, wanted to give a shout out to Champ X Meals. Hit them up for your, meal prep. They're the best in the game right now as far as meal prep is going. Shout out to Free Smoke for getting that sponsorship popping. And yee. What up, Blick? What up, fam? Shout out to EMC, by the way.
Yo, Blick.
This is rubber. Yeah, it's rubber.
If you look closely here.
According to my calculations.
Shit.
Damn, son. You need one of them rubber straps to keep your phone in place.
Oh, you gonna do me like that, dog? Oh.
He did it. Man.
Hey, bloopers, man. We're gonna cut this out. I know it's live, but we're gonna cut it out. Everybody gonna forget about that, all right?
We're gonna cut it out and clip it and put it into its own little video.
Clip that.
Clip this.
Oh yeah, we don't want to, blindside the people. We also got a pretty controversial subject coming up. Whether trained fighters should, I don't know how to even put it out there, whether it's okay for trained fighters to, beat the shit out of people who are untrained. And hey, if you have any opinions on that, comment below and we can get to it as well. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it before or if you wanted to talk about it after, kind of like a.
Well, I just real quick, as far as just my own personal opinion and how I handle things when it comes to fighting in the street. If a motherfucker wants to fight with me, I'll run, bro. Like straight up, I'm fast as fuck. I'm hella athletic. I'll run away unless I'm with my family. And then what? Am I gonna run away and leave them there? You know?
Never. Never.
Because when it comes to fighting, for me, I don't fight to win. You know what I'm saying? I fight to kill. So like, and
Same.
I don't want to kill nobody. So I'll run away every single time. And that's, you know, trained, untrained. I guess I'm trained in a different type of way because, you know, I have combat training and shit like that from the Marine Corps. But the you know, the whole fighting in the street thing, it's just not my thing, you know. I don't like to hurt people. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck. What about you? What do you think about it? Right? I mean, before we bring nobody on, real quick.
I'm indifferent because me, you know, you gotta have self-control no matter anything, you know, anything that you're doing. But yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, dude. If you want to go, we can go. Like that's just my mentality. I'd rather not go there, but if that's the only language that you speak, then I speak it fluently and we can get it on. That's just how I feel about it. You know, regardless of whether anybody's around or whatever, regardless of whether there's cameras or whatever. I mean, I just feel like people in society feel like there's a safe box around them whenever there's a camera or there's other people around that disrespect you or, you know, act out of character. So I don't know. I like to say there's no one cut way to live your life, but just know that you have to live with the consequences of the choices that you make, you know? So if you do end up breaking somebody's jaw and you get a warrant out for your arrest or you get arrested or something like that, that's something you got to live with, you know? And, you know, I guess weigh out your options.
That's interesting that you say that because when it comes to like, you know, acting violently like that, I'm already ready to go to jail at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at that point, I mean, like if it's really one of those things where there's no other way out, then yeah, you're probably going to be permanently scarred for me.
And even like Blick says, being calm and collective is the number one thing in life at any time. When it comes to those real tense type situations, like I got approached inside of a Metro store one time by some buff ass homeless dude trying to bang on me. And I was hella calm and hella collected, you know what I'm saying? But I was ready to take that fool out. For real.
Yeah, no, I had somebody, one of the a worker from a gas station walk up to me with a hoodie on, and his hood was down, but he had his hand in his pocket, and he's walking up to me like, "Hey, homie," and like my ears, my ears literally went numb, and I couldn't hear him, and my body just went numb. And I just started thinking about like putting my fingers in his eyeballs and shit. Like just because, you know, somebody's walking at you with their hand in their pocket. But it was like one of those things where it was an obvious tactic that he was trying to use of intimidation. And
yeah, you know,
hey, look, man, I don't. And then when I did finally start hearing them talk again, because he was just telling me not to have a backpack in the fucking thing, I'm like, look, I don't. Before we even get to that subject, I just want you to know you don't walk up to people with your hand in your pocket.
Yeah.
That's not something
you were at a gas station. I was at the Metro PCS store, and BHN, this is Beverly Hills Ninja, by the way, Weapon Strike. He has a good point. What did you expect inside a Metro store? And a lot of it is staying out of the wrong places. Or if you're in those places, staying super aware. You know what I'm saying?
If you see them coming from a mile away, it kind of deters them from even wanting to fuck with you. You know, if you let them know, hey, if you come with that bullshit, and they kind of do their own thing.
One thing
I'm
that
still
helps
good.
me. No, you're good. One thing that helps me stay calm, cool, and collected and confident is keeping my tools on me at all times. I carry a gun. I carry it on me at all times. I'm always ready to use it. And anytime anyone approaches me, I'm assessing the situation. Do I need to, you know what I'm saying, be on high alert or not? And more often than not, matter of fact, 100 times out of 100 times, so far, it's been good. But you never know. So you always have to keep your guard up at all times. Don't ever let your guard down, no matter where you're at. Beware of transitional spaces, which is like, okay, from the car to the gas station, that walk, that whole area, that's a transitional space.
You
So
watch that defense thing, huh? You watch that YouTube channel?
yeah.
With the little snake face as the
Yeah, ASP. ASP, yo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I watched that shit. Shout to ASP, active self-protection. They break down self-defense gun encounters and all gun encounters, really, self-defense or not. And they just, go over what it takes to be aware and what you need to do in order to survive and whatnot. And with that, I really want to get nobody's thoughts on this, so I'm going to bring him into the stream.
Beautiful.
What's up, nobody? Welcome to Table Talk.
Yo,
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, fellas. Shout out to Zero Fight Gear, man. Like they be hooking it up with the gear and stuff, But like I noticed, like I could tell that you really are Deezo. That you were in the military because I saw that fucking knife, and it's just like,
Oh, you saw that? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, to like piggyback off of what you said, like, well, on the whole like gun self-defense thing, like it's all circumstantial in my opinion, and in my experience, because like I have had a story where I've had to like kind of like disarm somebody back when I was in the army, back in Oklahoma, like just outside of Fort Sill. Like I thought I just got lucky because like I was held at gunpoint and dude tried to like really shoot me, but I thought it jammed or something. Yeah, I thought it jammed. I thought I just got lucky, but after I stripped it, after I disarmed it, I took it apart, and dude, she was full of carbon. Dude never cleaned his gun. Like, I would have been dead.
The first thing I did was clean that shit.
Man, I thought about it. But yeah, like yeah, just long story short, this dude was just like, "Oh, give me your shit, run your shit." Like you know where you are. I'm like, motherfucker. All right, whatever. I don't care. I was just like laughing, like, dude, this is the first time. This isn't my first time. Like, yeah, like on some real shit. But yeah, then he's just like he just pulled the trigger and just a click. I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
it's simple. And then he just like took that shit apart. I'm like, bro, you're fucking nasty. Like,
yeah, dude.
Give it back, yo. Clean your fucking weapon, you dirty piece of shit.
Gun safety. They don't realize the gun will explode on them. Like they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's just ignorance is bliss, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even really clean my pistol like that for real. It's just, but then again, I never really use it for real either. I haven't even shot it. I never even shot it. I need to.
You should still clean it. You should still clean it though, man. Like if you don't have any, if you don't have any cleaner, man, like shaving cream works just as good to clean off, take off carbon.
Shaving cream does work, bro. When I used to put face paint on my face, that's what we would use to take it off. Shaving cream.
That too.
Yeah. Tie you up with shoestring, man, and get you some oil through that barrel.
Oh, bro, I thought you were talking about something completely different. Tie my face. I was like, hold up,
bro.
I don't even want to know what the fuck you thought, dude.
I'm just like, chill, bro. I need to chill.
And comment below if you think you know what he was talking about. I have no fucking clue.
Hey, I plead the fifth.
No, that movie Love and Basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yep.
When they're talking about the shoestring right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that went through my mind was that movie, that scene when she's like, "You want to see me in a shoestring?" I was like, Anyways, moving on.
Good save. Good save. That was a nice save.
Yeah. Let's keep it safe in here. This is a safe place.
You're talking about using that shoestring as a garrote. What does that mean? BHN is wild, bro. He's hella in the ghetto. Would be using that string to. Okay, let's get that off screen.
Yeah.
Hey, wrong show for all that.
Oh, that's Widow on the Mexican. Hey, but nobody.
Shout out to Widow on the Mexican, by the way.
Oh yeah. You say that you were in the army before. Like,
yeah, I was.
Talk a little bit more about that, if you want to.
That's why you're so damn tough.
I mean, maybe. I think so. But yeah, man, like I was in the artillery unit, heavy artillery station in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Yeah. Went out to Korea, came back, did some secret scroll missions here and there, can't really talk about much of that.
Black Ops.
Yes. Nah, not like that. But I can't snitch on myself, So it was yeah, something like that. But it was bittersweet. It was a bittersweet experience.
So how many laws did you break exactly? How many laws exactly did you break?
Put your hands down. Put your hands down. You're snitching on yourself.
A few.
Hey, don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, just a few, man. Not nothing too crazy, Nothing outside of the norm, But I will say this, like, to keep it on the record, I did get kicked out for smoking weed,
Me too.
That's right. Hey, if you're gonna fight for something, fucking fight for the right cause.
Hey, you know what? It's wild because I got kicked out for the same exact shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We're like, shitbag brothers.
Facts.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like, you can be overseas and have to kill kids and have to do all that shit, but if you smoke weed, dude, you're out of here. You're fucking out.
It's pretty dumb, bro.
What's fucked up about it? If I came to my command and I was like, hey, I got a problem. I've been smoking. I've been injecting heroin, doing meth, and all kinds of other drugs. They'll say, all right, cool. Since you brought it up and you admitted it, go to rehab, and it's fine. But if you get caught, you're out.
Oh, it's one of those things.
General discharge for the win. Nah, man, my shit was other than honorable, not even general.
What you do is when you're taking the piss test, you fucking tell them, hey, look, dog, before I give you this test.
Bro, that's what I told my sergeant at the time. He was like, for real, bro? Like, you dead ass right now? I'm like, dude, I'm being real serious right now. Like, just so that there's no surprises other than this one, Like,
damn. You know what I should have done, bro? I should have just not fucking pissed. I was looking back, I'm thinking about it, like, the only thing that they could do is, if you can't piss, is reschedule you for another piss.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
All you motherfuckers out there in the fucking military right now that got dirty piss,
hold that
just
shit,
don't
man.
piss. Just don't
piss.
And then Google something called the dilution method. And if you need help passing a piss test, hit me up. I'll tell you how to pass the piss test.
Fucking Deezo, dude.
For real.
You know what? I'm gonna make a video on that shit. That's valuable information for real.
Hey, and like, to piggyback off of what Deezo said in the military, man, it's crazy because, like, you can be like a higher ranking sergeant, you can get drunk, beat your wife and kids, like assault, like put assault and battery on an officer, spend the whole weekend in jail, and you'll still get like a slap on the wrist. But if you smoke weed once or twice, you're out. I think that's ridiculous. That's just my opinion, though. What do I know? I'm just nobody.
For all of you guys just joining us, this is Table Talk. It's a new podcast with me, Deezo, and Stoneman. Our mission is to, talk about real shit going on within the Streetbeefs community. And today, what we're focusing on is it moral? Is it right? Is it okay for a trained fighter to fight with an untrained person in a street fight scenario? So if you have any thoughts on that, for anyone watching on the Streetbeefs West Coast YouTube channel and you want to comment, make your way over to Heart in the Fight YouTube channel so we can get your comments up on screen. And with that, you, Deezo, and Stoneman, yeah. BHN was, I think he was a Marine as well. So shout to you, BHN. That's who that was right there. So nobody.
Yes, sir.
Are you fighting at this next event, the 3-year anniversary?
Yes, I am. I believe I am.
Do you know who you're fighting?
I think I'm fighting unknown.
Oh, that makes sense. Nobody versus unknown.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's like some South Park shit. Like, who's fighting? Nobody. Who's he fighting? Unknown. So tell me who's fighting.
Bro, it's like who's
nobody fighting.
when you told me earlier, Stoneman, when you told me earlier, nobody's ready, I was like, nobody's ready? Like, we're about to go on live right now. How is nobody ready?
That's funny.
All right, let's clear the air, bro. What made you choose nobody as your name?
Well, like it was back in high school and like in summer school when I was like fucking dumb, you know. One of the teachers was like, yeah. One of the teachers was like, hey, bro, same. I'm so dumb too sometimes. But yeah, one of the teachers was like hating on like soccer and shit. But at the time, it was like the World Cup going on. And the teacher was like, oh, like wearing soccer jersey, just like being satirical and shit. He was like, oh, like who here really likes soccer? No one fucking likes soccer. And I was like, but who really does like it? And I raised my hand. I was the only motherfucker in the class to raise my hand. He was like, see, nobody likes soccer. And like ever since then, like it's just stuck.
Okay, yeah, I also got my name in high school. It used to be Lil David, but now it's Lil Deezo because my friends, they just started calling me Deezo instead of David. So it just
that's cool. That's cool.
And what about you, man?
For me, it's not as positive as y'all. It turned from Stone, which is like, you know, my hood name, like my little, you know, street name, to Stone Man because I'm a man now. You know, you know, as it says in the Bible, when you become a man, you leave your childish ways behind. So I'm Stone Man now. You know.
Okay. I see you.
I like that biblical reference. You know, I don't know how many people out there are religious. I'm religious.
Yeah, I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm really not. Like I'm wrapped in reality.
Like to me, as far as religion and stuff like that goes, I think it's important, but it's not the end all be all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's just so much, man. Just so much. Like, you know, you gotta, if you really want to know about real religion and stuff like that, you gotta look back on the old religions, not this, you know, new age stuff. And you gotta look at what the founding of these religions are, because a lot of them are coated in other people's blood. But yeah, like that's not so. That's a rabbit hole we can go down eternally.
Yeah, I was about to say in 100 years they're gonna look back and say Streetbeefs West Coast was a cult or religion. Who knows? Maybe.
Hey, I believe in fighting.
Fighting is my religion. Like,
hey, I believe in fighting.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea. No.
Oh yeah. The Shaolins do it. The monks do it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Can't wait to see Big D versus the Quiet Man.
Ooh, shout to Big D. Be a good one.
Shout to Quiet Man. And so, what do you know about your opponent?
Yeah, I was just gonna get into that, man. What do you think? Like, what's your thoughts on this upcoming fight? Because I heard you guys were supposed to fight when Unknown ended up fighting Brawley Black.
Oh yeah, I couldn't go to that one. Because I had like a knee and stomach virus, and my doctor told me not to train for like 10 days. So like I didn't feel comfortable. Like I didn't think I was gonna be ready by that time. But yeah, that's just crazy, man. Like honestly, bro, I think that fight with between Unknown and Broly, like I think Broly put the pause on him until they got choked out.
I think he just got. I think he got gas. I think I think it was one of those things where he just was at the end of his ropes because he was beating the shit out of him. He
Bro,
was.
yeah. Like I take responsibility for his loss because I didn't go through. We didn't go through enough grappling, you know, and like MMA is like mostly that, you know. But
Yeah.
I was confident that he would be good with the striking, but then like I don't know, that whole thing with the with unknown like taking like a pause because yeah, it got sand in his eye. Like I think that gave him like enough time to re-strategize his whole like approach to fighting Broly Black, you know.
Well, shout out to 50-50 MMA. Is that your that's you guys, right?
Yeah, that's Duba's team, man. He started it all, and like we're trying to branch out, like try to get it over to other places, like Long Beach, where I train at, trying to get it out to OC, trying to get out to like what's it called, Torrance. We're trying to branch out everywhere, man.
Well, shout out to you guys because hey, him and Duva alone is representation of you guys' group is
Yeah,
insurmountable. You guys do your shit every time.
Hell yeah,
man.
it's not the 50-50.
Thank you guys. Shout out to 50-50. Shout out to Trinity Combat Academy. That's where it's at. Shout out Duva. Fucking love you, coach, man.
Amen.
There you go. So, but we never got to it, man. What are your thoughts about this fight coming up, man? You think you see any holes in it in his game, or do you see anything that you're going to be able to capitalize on? Do you have a game plan, or are you just going to go knock him the fuck out like you try to do with everybody else?
I mean, I don't have a plan, bro. Like, I never really did have a plan to fight. Like, you can't fuck up my plan if I don't have one. I think that's just my opinion. But yeah, it's just like I don't watch unknowns fights. Like, I think that would be an unfair advantage of me, you know, to like look at all his fights and his recent fights when there's only like 5 of mine, you know. And yeah, it's just I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna keep training like I'm fighting myself. Like,
Yeah.
There you go.
this is what I do.
And you've been at this for quite a while, since what, Streetbeefs West Coast 6?
That's right. I saw you there at 6, bro. You were sitting next to me, low key, like with next to Oni and shit.
Yeah, because I remember you fought Paul.
Yeah, that's right. I did fight
Paul's
Paul.
the homie. We used to live in the same city, me and Paul. But so you've been at it for like almost 2.5 years now.
Yeah, I went to 6 to Ojai, and then I stopped for like about a year. I needed to take like a mental health break. I wasn't doing very well. Then I came back. My second fight was with Big Texas over at the Hot Box.
Right.
And ever since coming back, I've been at it for a while, you know.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, that one was good. Was that the Muay Thai one?
No, that was the MMA one.
Yeah.
That man fucking smacked me hella hard with his mean ass right hand. That shit hurted.
Well, you know it's a hard hit when he says hurt it.
Yeah. Nah, facts. You know he hit hard when everyone else is like, oh, you know, like that part I heard too.
Yeah. And that kind of pisses you off during the fight because you're like, fuck, I just got caught. And they saw, and now they're hyping it up. Unknown, but nobody is a coach.
Yeah.
So that ties into the question of the day. Is it moral or ethical for a trained fighter to fight an untrained fighter? In this case, I would say yes. But what do you guys think?
In my opinion, I'm gonna piggyback off of what both of you guys said, because like what you guys say is very accurate. So I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, like in the gray area, because it's all circumstantial, because you don't really know who's trained and who's not trained, like just by looking at someone, unless they got fucking cauliflower ear or some shit, you know.
Oh yeah, then it's over.
Yeah, but like I agree with Deezo. Like I would avoid a fight at all costs, because like like me being a black belt, like I'm considered like a lethal weapon and I can go to jail. But at the same time, like also like Deezo said, like I'm not gonna just like dip out if like my family and like friends are there, you know, because like in my personal opinion and experience, like watch how you talk to my peoples. Because I look good in orange, and I'm not talking about just beating you up, you know, like that's all I'm saying.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah, hey, for real, just mind your tone. Just know that I look good in orange, but you don't want this problem, because like several, like bro, we're fighters. We're trained in a certain ways. And whenever like people bump into me, I just brush it off because like whatever.
Yeah.
And when someone gets all up in my face, I'm like, I kind of like laugh. I'm like, not because I'm nervous or I'm scared. I'm like, dude, like,
I'll kill you.
You can't take the pain I can take.
Exactly.
You can't take the
Exactly.
pain I can take. You're not gonna be there at the end of the street with me.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's like you don't know these people. I mean, you don't. No one knows what anyone can do, but for me, I'm like, man, they don't know what I can do and what I'm willing to do. Like,
Right.
I won't say.
Right. Yeah, I get you, man. But the thing is, at the same time, is like you don't know what they have either. Like you don't know if they have like a knife, 2 knives, 3 knives, gun,
Exactly.
2 gun. Like, bro,
And you can
like,
save
you
yourself
know.
by just knocking them the fuck out real quick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
true.
mean, that's a good point. It's just for me, I'm like,
But some people have that fucking people be tweaking, bro. Like they have that freaking crackhead like chin, you know, like that drugged up chin that like you give them all you got, and they're days, but they're still walking up and they can like grab something and stab you. Like it's happened to some of my homies before,
Right.
and
Yeah,
it's
that's why I go for
fucking
eyes.
terrible.
I'm
Or
going
maybe-
for eyes.
or maybe they
I'm
have.
going. You can't see me,
Oh,
bitch.
for real. That's the first thing
Straight up.
they taught us in the Marine Corps martial arts program was the eye gouge.
Yeah, straight up, real quick. You
No,
can't.
that's
You
Not
can't
this dick and twisted.
The dick
Yo,
twist.
dick twist. Yeah.
What the fuck? You gotta make sure you get the veins in the back.
Yeah.
Having midget ass crackheads coming up to us trying to fight our ogres.
Shit, man. They got that fucking big man energy though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Scary.
I'm fighting Young and Lavish. And this is gonna be an interesting fight.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Ninja makes his debut against Young and Lavish.
Mm.
I've been waiting to see him actually fight so far, so I'm really, really excited for this one. Look, eyes and nuts. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's another thing. My sons, they ask me like, what do I do if he's bigger or whatever? I'm like, bruh, kick him in the nuts, scratch his eyes out, bite his face, headbutt, whatever you want. Whatever
You
I've
can't fight
had
if you-
I've had friendly fades, and I ended up having to beat one of my homeboys up last year,
Damn.
or no, 2 years ago, and like, so I knocked him on his ass, and then I pulled a Kimura on him, or not a Kimura, a fucking guillotine on him, but I wrapped full guard and all that, and he tried to go for my nuts, like literally like fish his hands around to try to grab my nuts, and it was just like. I would never in my life ever. Then, like, he was literally like,
He's
you know,
all-
like trying to get in there, you know. And I'm like, dude,
Oh, man.
what the fuck
need
is
better
wrong
friends,
with you?
bro.
I would never tell my son to grab somebody's dick or nuts.
No, I said kick him in the nuts, scratch his eyes out, type shit.
All right.
Hey, look, and we're talking about someone like strangers, like a stranger. Some random stranger wants to fight you. You do what you got to do. Bite, scratch, headbutt, whatever it is.
Grab.
Mike Tyson his ass, bro. If you have to, fuck
Yeah,
it.
bite that ear.
Yeah,
Alright.
Mike Tyson, but don't molest the
I'm
guy.
sorry. I'm sorry. I mean Mike Tyson. My bad.
Stoneman, this one's for you. That's why BHN doesn't like MMA. He's not a monkey see peaches type. I don't understand what that even means.
I don't know what that is, but like he just doesn't like hugging. He thinks hugging ain't thugging. Bro, Tupac used to hug his mama all the time. Was the thuggest dude I've ever heard of, you know?
Hugging ain't thugging.
Yeah, no, all my years coming up in high school, middle school, I wasn't really a hands guy. Like I wasn't really like my hand speed was good, but I wasn't confident in it. So most of my fights started with me either getting snuck or whatever. I was the type of motherfucker I'd walk towards you. You hit me a couple times, but as soon as I get my bear hug on you,
No.
I'm squeezing your air out, and then I'm dropping you on top of your head, and I'm gonna get on top of you.
Yeah.
I think that's like how you dominate and you control your pain intake or your damage that you take. Because if you're on top of the motherfucker, he can't do as much damage as you can do to him.
Unless they're like a wizard or some shit, you know. But
it's
very rare.
But
That's
like,
very
I think
unless he's like, who did that shit? Kevin Holland, where he knocked the dude out.
Yeah.
That whole like Broly hook You know?
Oh yeah, or Broly. Yeah. I was gonna say
Yeah, that Broly hook.
I think a lot of it is element of surprise. Like if you just grab a motherfucker and just slam him as fast as you can, as hard as you can, a wizard or not, he's gonna take that slam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, bro. There's no after that, you know?
Right.
Like
Exactly.
you can't just eat it,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Tap.
yeah, for real.
Yup.
Okay, dude, you got it, man. Yeah, no, too late for that.
Yeah, just a bit.
Hell yeah. But
Hey,
listen,
Deezo, I have a question for you, man,
yeah,
if you don't
go ahead,
mind.
go ahead.
So you have a fight coming up with one of my fighters or one of our fighters, sadly. Like, I'm not gonna ask you what your like plan is, but it's just like I think I've heard from like your last show or your last episode that what you've been working on and stuff like and like it's crazy like you don't have any beef with Sadly, do you? That's my main question.
No.
Oh, okay, for sure. So it's just all like straight up sport, right?
Well, you know, it's one of those things where it's like I'm a contender, he's a contender. We both want the same belt. We have to fight each other,
Okay.
but we're still cool. But like, you know, Sadly's one of my boys, one of my bros, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I have no ill will at all towards Sadly. But
Okay.
as far as, you know, shout to BDW, another one of 50-50 MMA guys.
Yo, what's up, BD?
Yeah, that's true.
As far as the fight goes, when it comes to, you know, my game plan, I'm just prioritizing composure. That's my main thing.
I see.
Yeah. So whatever happens. Sadly, it's gonna come to bang. I know that. I'm gonna go out there and bang it. Y'all know that. So it's just gonna be, you know, a battle of the wills, I think, at the end of the day.
Like it always is.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
Speaking of battle of the wills, I'm sorry to move the chain a little bit, but you know, we touched gloves, and it was definitely a fun time. I just wanted to review with you. How was it? You know, you were my second fight. I came back. You were my revenge fight, kind of, because you know, Street Beef West Coast. I lost to Black Spartan or whatever. So did I surprise you? Because I know you didn't really have videos on me or nothing like that. How was your fight with me? Like, you know.
Like my fight with you was it was interesting. I'll tell you that. Like I knew from one of your fights that you have fucking power, and I fucking felt that, you know. But I saw from like your Strelka fight that you used that overhand right, you know, like kind of like a lot. So I thought that was like your bread and butter, but like I didn't know that you were gonna keep working on it like that. So I was like, he's not gonna use it that much. But little did I know, you know.
Yeah,
you made me work for it, man.
That was good.
It was interesting, man. Like you really earned that knockdown, bro. It's just like I'm gonna give it to you, bro. That shit did hurt a little bit, you know. I was just more off balance than anything, but like, hey, like it's like Bruce Lee said, man. Like he does, like I don't fear a man that practices 1,000 punches one time. I would fear a man that practices one punch 1,000 times. And you did that shit, bro. That shit was clean.
Yeah, I was saying like the technique was like unorthodox, but it was super consistent. The swings, they weren't the tightest punches, but every punch looked the same as the last punch. It was all consistent, all composed, and you know, all confident. And I like that. I like that a lot. What up, KT? What up, KT?
And I appreciate fighting you too, man. Like you're extremely technical, and you made me work for it. Like when I slow down the fight and I watch it, you see me like I close my eyes. I'm like, okay, like I gotta play the game. This motherfucker's not just gonna let me get in there. Yeah, so I really appreciate you too, man, because you really made me have to show the skill that I did have. I mean, I got more skill than that. It's just like we're in dirt. We're not in actual ring or nothing like that. But I really appreciate your fight, and you know, you never stop. Yeah. You know, you never showed me anything other than a fucking fight. And I respect that. And I really appreciate that. Even when you got up, you know what I mean? And you know, I was a little intense. I said, "Fuck you," like I love you too.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody
I
else
did say
didn't
that
hear
shit
that
too.
shit, but it was just that
Yeah.
little shit. I was like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah, like I could tell you were frustrated that I didn't stay down because like that, like in boxing that I've seen, like motherfuckers are in the other corner waiting, like, bro, don't get up, don't get up. You know what I mean? But
What
like
the fuck?
when I stood back up, like you're like, fuck you. I'm like, I love you too, big dog. All right, let's go.
Hell
You know,
yeah,
like
nah. There's some shit
let me
that
get
you
it.
dodged that you know other people wouldn't have seen coming, man. So I definitely appreciate that, and you definitely helped me evolve my game as well to be more sharper and tighter,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
also more active. You know what I mean?
hey, for
So
sure, man.
shout out to you, man. I'm glad we were
And
able to touch gloves. It was an honor.
Yes,
dude,
sir.
likewise, man. Like I appreciate you for like taking up my freaking like my I guess challenge or whatever. But like I appreciate you stepping into the ring with me because that was my first ever boxing match. I never boxed before that. Like that experience just showed me that I need to work on my footwork. I need to
Yep.
work on like throwing power. I need to throw on like throwing from the ground. You know, like throwing my whole body into it, like kind of like how
Yeah.
you do. You know, so like shout out to you and like much respect to you, man.
Thank you. And then, you know, maybe in the future we can meet in MMA because I'm more of an MMA guy myself. Like
Okay, for
boxing
sure.
is something that I have only adopted for the last 2 years. But before that, it's been karate, Muay Thai, you know, jujitsu, Greco-Roman. It's been shit like that. But
Right,
um,
right.
so I think it was kind of like even. We're both figuring it out or whatever. But yeah, I think
Facts,
MMA
facts.
would definitely be better because it's like it's almost like handcuffing yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean, man.
I
Like
love it.
it,
I love it. I
it
fell in love with boxing, but you know, it just feels like you kind of handcuff yourself. You can't do as much.
yeah, I get what you're saying, man. Because like as a southpaw fighter, like or as a switch fighter, I start off
Yes,
southpaw.
shout out to that too. You were doing the same shit I was doing. I thought I was gonna come change the game and go be a switch fighter, and you know, and then watching the fight, how you switch, I'm like, that's why I couldn't get it like I wanted to because this motherfucker was mirroring me, and then I was trying to mirror him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
It
it's
was a
tough,
good
man. Because
fight.
like I remember I was like I started going to like a boxing gym like last year, and like whenever I started like to get into some sparring with like the fight team there, like I would switch, and then like the coach would yell like, "Hey, stop switching stances, stay southpaw." I'm like, bro, that's like handcuffing me like in boxing in its own, you know. So
Literally,
like,
even more
Yeah.
than handcuffing yourself, like double handcuff.
yeah,
Yep.
for real, it just sucks.
Yep. And we appreciate you, nobody. And you know, time flies when you're having fun and great conversation. But unfortunately, due to time's sake, we need to move on to Battleborn. And Battleborn
For sure.
backstage, you can hear me. You're coming on in about 1 minute, 2 minutes. And just any last words for the people? Nobody? Anything you want to let them know? Where can we find you? What's up?
Um, my main message for today is try to be kind to people, man. Like that's something I still got to work on myself. Like being kind to people, you don't know what they're going through. Like you don't know how bad they got it, you know, and like just like express like genuine love from the heart, you know, like,
Mm.
like
Yeah.
just keep the good vibes. And I'm sorry, Battleborn, for like taking up your time, bro.
No,
Like
you're good.
like
You're good.
I know like I freaking ate up most of his time for the show, you know. But I want to thank you guys for sure. Thank you guys for like the opportunity, for the time, for the moment to be here and to like shoot the shit. You know, it was cool.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
you guys can find me on Instagram at underscore operatives fight camp underscore on Instagram. You know, uh, I'm starting to like build a like kind of like a brand. You know, trying to like take off something. You know, but like
Nice.
you'll find our videos. But yeah, I can't wait to see you guys pretty soon. Like, hope to see you, Deezo, at the event,
I'll
and I
be
hope
there.
to see you soon, Stoneman, bro.
I'll be there
Oh
I
for
yeah, I'll
hope to
sure.
see.
probably be there. It's gonna be in the smoke ranch. I'll probably be there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
smoke
I'm
ranch
Yeah.
in
for
I'm in
sure.
Vegas.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, definitely it was an honor having you on, man. I hope the rest of your day is blessed as it is before, and you know, we'll be seeing each other. And till then, be safe, man.
For sure. Likewise, you guys, like, take care. Watch out for them weirdos out there. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, brother. See you later. Peace. Hell of a guy. It's crazy
Man.
because it only feels like we've been on for like 5-10 minutes with the homie.
Swear.
Time flies so quick when you're having good conversations. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking up at the top left and it said 47 minutes.
I
like,
know,
what?
bro. And I feel kind of bad cutting him and bringing him off, but I'm really excited to bring Battleborn on because he's one of my favorite guys. We used to have a rivalry going on, and it got pretty intense for a while there. But ever since the OG invasion, and if you guys don't know about the OG invasion, search that shit up. Streetbeefs West Coast versus East Coast. It was crazy. We had a hell of a time, and with that, here's Battle. What up?
What up, y'all?
Whoa.
Oh,
The homie.
how y'all doing?
You
bro?
trimmed the beard? What happened, bro? The beard was longer last
The
time
beard
I
was
seen
getting
you.
too wild. It was getting too
Oh
wild.
my God, what is he doing?
I have to act civil sometimes, man. Shit.
But now we can see more of your face.
For real.
The blessing. You're welcome.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Me and Battle Boy, we're boys. Good to see you on, man.
What
Yeah,
up?
yeah. It's good to see you too, bro. Shit. What up, bros?
Man, so how was your day, Battle? Just to start off.
Eventful. It was fucking eventful. But just standard work, mental prep, and just sticking to my same old routines, man. This has always been the same thing. I always just work, train, and chill. And that's normally what I do. I mean, I'm just getting myself mentally ready, bro. I mean,
Yeah, it's important.
this is the big one, bro. This is the big one. It's the big one.
Title fight, right?
Yeah, so it's time. This time's for the belt, y'all. It's gonna be a Muay Thai title fight. So shoot.
Remember when we tended to the chickens at the Ultimate Fighter House during the invasion?
Yeah, man, that was the vacation slash adventure that we all needed, because I feel like everybody got extremely better after that event. That East Coast versus West Coast, everybody became a new fighter. I mean, even KT, you, Deezo, even El Coyote came out like as a new monster. You can just see it in his eyes. When you talk to him, when you talk to him prior, just meeting the guy, he had like a more of a friendly demeanor. But then after coming back from that East Coast, hunt, that man just came back like a wild coyote. Shit.
Especially during the build-up, dude. Because before that build-up to the invasion, I didn't know that Coyote was a fucking master at shit talk, and he just killed that press conference before the fight.
I didn't know that shit either.
The hillbillies. That's messed up.
Damn. That's what he said? I gotta check that shit out. Fuck. No, I've trained with Coyote. I went out there. I've been at I went and trained with him in Moreno Valley and shit, and he's so quiet. Like when you talk to him, he's a quality dude and all that shit. But he just gets in there and fucks everybody up and then just walks away.
The one thing that
want to fight him.
The one thing that's super memorable was the fact that the East Coast scrapyard and even the West Coast, we're all like, we're hometown people. You know what I mean? Like if we got a West Coast versus scrapyard fighter, everybody's there for the West Coast guy. But we were in the East. Talk about fucking into the the lines then, man. The crowd was just definitely against the West, but they just had no choice but to cheer per fighter. Street vendors fight, everybody was going off when Prince KT was fighting, everybody was going off with that Coyote fight, obviously. That was the loudest one of the day. Especially even with 609 Venom Black, the crowd just was just popping, bro. Just, you know, just seeing that, and like, bro, and I remember like I was freshly off that injury because you know me and Deezo fought, you know, for the fucking boxing belt, you know, when it was the
How many
first
times?
champions. So I kind of was, it was like bittersweet to witness that, bro. But you know, I'm on a mission, man. I'm on a mission to get my ass back out there and, you know, reclaim what, you know, what I thought was lost for me, you know. So shit, like
the boxing title.
Oh, fuck the boxing title. I mean, hey, if that happens, that happens. But no, I'm not really. I mean, I'm not active in boxing like that. I mean, this last event I actually fought twice. I did a kickboxing fight and I did a boxing fight. So I mean, shit, I don't know. You know, I'm always, you know, able to do both. I'm fluid. So
no, you are hella fluid, especially in kickboxing, bro. Because I don't know what it is about the kicks, dude, but you just got it, bro. Like you just got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a kickboxer. I never done kickboxing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to kickboxing, but I can tell that you got it when I watch you fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, most of that just has to do with like muscle memory. Because when I was a kid, my dad got me into Muay Thai because, you know, in summer, you know, he would be truck driving, and I'd need something to do, and there's not really much to do, and you know, I'm from like a part of New Mexico where like it's rural as fuck, and it's in the Los Chavez area, Los Lunas area. So like when I'm there, you know, it's just me and my dad, like, you know, just chilling, you know, like, and he's out there trucking. I mean, like, I had no other choice but to just, you know, at least do something, but join a gym, you know. So, you know, I did a Muay Thai for my first class, and when I went back to go finish up high school with my mom, I just kept that memory, you know, like just I think I just only did it for like a year. In the actual gym, you know, when I was a kid, and I just started just repetitively. I just remembered like what I learned, and I just applied it like on bags or whatever, you know. Like me and my friends used to fuck around and just beat each other up in the backyards, anyways. When we were when I was in you know, just fuck around, you know. When we were younger, obviously we're stupid, so but yeah.
That brings me into my first question. As far as you started kickboxing, and then so you were training for a while, right? And then you jumped into Streetbeefs West Coast. So you've been an integral part of Streetbeefs West Coast since its inception 3 years ago. Now you're about to have a title fight, and in light of the 30th event, 3-year anniversary, can you take us back to the beginning of your journey with Streetbeefs West Coast and tell us about the moment you realized that becoming a fighter was your true calling?
Yeah.
Man, if you're gonna go back, you know, and I'm a pretty good history teacher with this, at least, you know. If you're gonna go with Streetbeefs West Coast, if you're gonna talk about the start of it, if you're gonna talk about the start, you're gonna have to talk about Streetbeefs West Coast fucking zero from, you know,
Cali.
we were in Cali, exactly, California City, man, where everybody's in a circle and just, yeah, it was that. Now that was an eerie vibe. When it was me and my boy pulling up, you know, I always be prior to that. When I was already watching Streetbeefs, I was working at a Boost Mobile store. I was a salesman, and I was training a little bit, you know, just on the side, and you know, even my coworkers, you know, they all found out I train, and you know, we were just, you know, after work, we all had a routine, you know, where we would train together and all this, you know, like just amateur shit. But as I was watching Streetbeefs and you know, I joined the group, you know, and just following up, and I was just like, damn, like that looks fun. Like I want to fight, you know, and I've always wanted to fight, but I just never, you know, it's never happened, I guess. I just always was focused on work more importantly than fighting.
Right.
And I just didn't think I had it in me. But once I started watching the Streetbeefs fight, first guy I actually started seeing, like, you know, I can take this fucking guy, was Turk. And I know he's out. I know he's out of the org or whatever. But he was the first guy that I was like fully confident when I was watching his videos and watching that he was a champion over there at the OG yard. I was like, he's no better than me. Like
Right.
I'm positive I can beat him. So like it got me motivated to train a little bit, and out of nowhere, you got Scarface. Shout out Scarface. Was talking about like we're thinking, we're bringing California, Streetbeefs to LA. Originally, they were gonna do it in LA. I want to say it was like Valley area. It was gonna be in the Valley area for sure. But you already know how California is. Like
Yeah.
a super strict with it.
Strict as shit.
So the event actually got canceled like 3 times, dude. Lead up to the date of the event, it was a go and it was a no go, and then it was a go and it was a no go, and then it was go and then no go again, and then the last one was a go, but California City. And me and my boy were like, California City? What the fuck? Where the fuck is that at?
Ain't that like 5 hours?
Yeah,
like 5 hours away from LA.
Literally in the middle of the fucking desert.
Right. So we went out there, and me and my boy were actually running a little late, but it was still like it was cold. It was a cold day for sure. It was still kind of like in the winter time, so it was cold.
Oh, that's what's up. Y'all were lucky.
Yeah, man. But I mean, we pulled up and the scenery, bro. The scenery was everybody was in a circle, right? It was dirt, just nothing but dirt, miles of dirt. So it was just like the smoke ranch, but without the houses and the fences. And everybody was just in the just handmade ring. And we pull up. It's all windy. Got the dust everywhere and shit, man. So and everybody's just that's where you see. I don't know if you guys remember the name Chudoka. That dude was fighting another name called Chili Willy.
Yeah.
That was the first fight I saw. Jeez, bro. Jeez. That ended in a knockout, and it was really nasty. But, and I was like, damn. So I go to sign up my name, and come to find out, the only guy they got for me to fight was the one and only Red Reaper. So I'm like, shit. All right. Let's do it, So I went in there. I didn't really have any MMA experience like that, no grappling or nothing like that. But I kind of rolled with them. I guess I did okay. I guess for a rookie, for a guy that went pro, I didn't do too shabby, I guess. And and that fight happens, and I guess the turnout of all the warriors that day. And it sucks that I don't remember a lot of them. I remember, like at least the ones that I can drop was the ones that I drop now. Yeah. Even Tiny Tank. That's where Tiny Tank and Alex, they had their fight there too. You know what I mean? They're the ones with the connection. That day. Tiny Tank and Bushido Zed went at it, and that was all. Like my boy ended up helping help him seal up some cuts because Tank busted his lip. So shit, that was an interesting day. That's how I met Tank. We met each other that day. Nice. And then a Streetbeefs Cali 2, or my bad, Streetbeefs Vegas. So they, it's the second prototype West Coast event.
Okay.
And that happened out of the blue. Chris Wilmore was originally coming out here for vacation, bro. He wasn't gonna come out here for an event. He specifically said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Vegas. We just want to get some rounds in. That's it. Like, and I was working that day, and I was like, oh, okay, shit. Like, it sucks. We won't be able to see him, Well, I wasn't going to be able to see him, but turns out, next thing you know, he says, hey, actually, we're going to make an event, like, right then and now. Like, whoever can show up, like, pull up. And I think Martin had something to do with that. So we pull up to Killer B's house. That's where they're having the
Killer B?
The other event. Yeah. Killer B hosted the Las Vegas event. And, man, yeah, that's where you guys saw most of the Street Beefs Classic. Me and Wama fought that day. Killer B fought that day.
You fought Wama?
Yeah, me and Wama fought. Like it was fun.
Shit.
That was cool.
Bro, I need to go watch those fights, dude.
It's classic, pixelated fucking day. Yeah, it was. That's where we showed up. Like we showed Chris. Like, hey, us West Coast guys, we're ready to bang. You tell us to pull up, we'll pull up.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah, we don't give a fuck who we're fighting.
Kimbo Slice type of event. And
yeah, we don't care who we're fighting.
But
Since
none of
you're
that would have been possible without Tank and Killer B, for real, because Killer B
shout out.
provided the property,
yeah.
for the event. Tank got the connect. So it was a system. So
Listen, so you're an originating member, literally, of Streetbeefs West Coast. So tell us some of the challenges that you've had in your part of building the branch, and what it feels like to see it flourishing into what it is now, having been there
And like
since the beginning.
and like what drives you to continue to go, because you've only evolved, man. Like you went from a fire to an inferno, man. Like, even how you carry yourself, we know each other on a personal level. You were a little fucking, firecracker before, but now you're full blown TNT, man. Like there is no containing you, and you're just dangerous. So what continues to push you through as well?
thanks. See, I mean, I appreciate that, man. But you guys said it yourself. It's the fact that, like, so what we created here, bro, it's something that everybody's gonna continue to doubt. Like the crazy thing is everybody's always trying to down talk Street Beefs, and especially our thing in Street Beefs West Coast. You got a lot of people trying to down talk it, especially in Vegas. Big places. But once you pull up to an event, okay, two things. One, the atmosphere, insane. Everybody actually knows, relatively what they're looking at. Everybody there is a fan of martial arts. They're in it. Secondly, every fighter that's there, and that kind of reflects your opening question of the show, was, or not on the street, but I'm gonna talk about like in the Street Beefs level, where like people that never fought in their life, never fought a sanctioned match, none of that, can come in and fight someone that's a fucking all-state wrestler back when they were seniors or something, and still give them a 3-round fight of hell.
Yep.
Every fight that's been produced in Street Beefs West Coast, man, has been competitive, and you can see the hunger. Every time you see the hunger. Nobody gets knocked out in a ridiculous way. Everybody gets knocked out for doing something to try to hurt the other guy. You know what I mean? We don't have like goofy highlights.
Just to kind of bring it back to what Deezo was kind of asking you, it's for you personally. What adversity have you faced? How have you overcame it? And what drives you to continue?
Yeah. So that pretty much ties it together. So me going into it, staying in there. At first, I didn't have no competition. It was rough. It was me and Wama. We're the lightest guys there. Then Deezo comes in, Oni comes in. Like you got different featherweights coming in. I can continue the name so on, yo. But
hey, Cimarron.
Once I stepped in there, once I started this fight, I started losing my first 3 fights in a row. Every event that those OG events, and even the first Street Beefs West Coast event that I took a part of, which is my MMA fight with Playboy, I lost 3 in a fucking row. That in itself kept me hungry, and I kept coming back trying to prove something to me. I don't care about everybody else. I care about me. And there's one thing that's missing still. So to come back to your question, what drives me to still do this right now from back then to fucking 20 plus fights later is the fact that there's still some things that I want to close out. I'm going to go sanction on my own time, but right now I'm milking what we built here. Like there's competition here just as much as a sanctioned place. You know what I mean? Like there's people that are just as hungry. And I don't have my title yet. I felt like when I lost, and I threw out my shoulder, man, like it left an empty feeling where I'm like, damn, like I need to figure myself, I got to figure shit out. I got to figure out new ways to fight. I got to figure out new strategies. It left me back at square one, but that's just the fun part, bro, is I'm relearning still. I'm still constantly learning. Like I'm not, like, people always give me compliments, and like tell me, hey, good, you look good. Why don't you try sanction? Man, I look good, why don't I go sanction, dude? When I go to Streetbeefs, I struggle for 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Like I struggle in every fight, bro. And you know what I mean? Like every fight I had has gone to the distance. So I mean, bro, like if you're complimenting my work, then you know, in all due respect, every single one of my opponents, every 20 plus of my opponents, gave me a competition, and so that keeps me here, bro. I'm you know, I'm hungry for more. Like there's new fighters that are coming in that have resumes. You know, there's old heads that are trying to get back into the game.
Tank.
I want to beat up some old heads. You know, some
Shout out to
shit.
Tank.
I want to beat up some guys with resumes.
Have you been doing much sparring?
Yeah, I mean, that's a regular in my thing. I've been cutting back a bit, but yeah, no, I mean, that's every Saturday I'm always sparring.
So in preparation for your upcoming title shot, can you give us some memorable moments from your sparring / training sessions lately?
No, I'm just kidding. So, man, memorable moments, bro. A lot of memorable moments is when I'm getting my ass kicked, to be honest. And you know,
it's just so beautiful,
like
isn't
guys that like, dude. I mean, it's a learning experience, bro. Like when there's some like some guys in like under, you know, like what other.
Hey, Tank said you're his favorite, man. You got some favoritism.
You know, that's how I learn. I learn off of getting my butt whooped. There's been some like guys, some pro MMA fighters that are around my age, and they whoop my ass every time. But you know, every time it gives me like it gives me a goal to strive. So hey, last weekend he whooped my ass. This weekend, let me see how long I can last before I get, you know, on my ass again. You know what I mean?
So you want to get,
if I get better and better than last time.
You want to get the get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was you saying?
You want to get the get back.
Yeah, you know, and if it takes me like 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get my get back, hey, that means I got better. And, you know, within those 4 weeks, I at least got better because by the time I got that get back on week 5, that means 4 weeks wasn't for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all about the journey.
So, yeah, it's all about the journey, man. It's all about the journey. Yeah, and dude, just that's pretty much just it. I mean, my memorable moments is just getting my butt whooped, man. Just
getting fucked up.
You guys ever heard of this guy named Roman? He's a UFC fighter. He's I want to say he's a middleweight. Roman something. He's one of Marab's boys. But
no, I don't.
But I didn't know, like, there's sometimes where I spar like some guys that are like UFC fighters on like undercards, you know, like they do like their thing, but they're in the org, and I didn't know they were UFC fighters, and we're just sparring like casual, you know, and I just don't really like see it like that. But like, you know, there's cool times, and that happens like only like once, you know, and like in a blue moon, you know what I mean? But when that happens, it's a memorable thing because I'm in Vegas, you know. I'm sorry, but I'm in Vegas, so shit. Like,
shout out to Syndicate MMA.
Fighter, you know?
Shout out to Syndicate MMA. Test your will, test your nuts there Saturday at noon. There's open sparring for Muay Thai. You might catch me, Battleborn, Cimarron, and a whole lot of other guys. Relentless. Definitely. And the list just goes on. If you're ever in Vegas, you want to get your chin tested and test somebody's chin, then guess what? That's the place to go. Saturdays at noon. Shout out to everybody who knows and those who will know.
Shout to Syndicate. Yeah, dude, you know.
Yeah.
I can relate to you saying that, you know, your most memorable sparring moments is when you get your ass kicked and then you get the get back. You know, because that happens to me in sparring too with boxing. It's like I'll be doing good. Like the last time I sparred, I was doing good. Everything was going fine. And then I got caught and it ended up cutting my eye. So I was out for like, a couple of weeks with a cut. But I want to fight that. I want to spar that dude again, you know, ASAP. Like I got to get that game back.
It's a side mission, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Side quest.
Side quest.
Hell yeah. And yeah, man. So I can just but real quick, I wanted to get just last thing. as far as the topic of the night goes.
Wait, then I got one. I got one too.
All right, go ahead.
You sure?
No, yeah.
All right. You got any strategies for this next fight, man? First off, before you tell me that, I have to tell you to your face, you won the last fight. The percentage was higher. You hit the guy more and threw less. You're one of the reasons why last week we talked about the whole point thing, personally for me. But you got any strategies for the next fight?
You know, like, yeah, you're right. This last fight, I kind of felt like it was I kind of edged it at least, or if I did, you know, like, I mean, the numbers are there after the fight, you know what I mean? Like, so, but everybody's always gonna want to give it to the guy. You know, it was more able to be him because it's Battleborn. You know what I mean? Like, not to toot my own horn, but no one, you know, a tall guy. Oh, no, he looks ripped. You know, oh, he's fighting Battleborn. Oh, he's holding up in zone against Battleborn. Oh, look, he hit him like he hit one clean combo. I hit like 5 different clean combos on him. He only hit me with one clean combo, and that's the only thing that people like talk about and remember. So
that reminds me of.
Hey, shout out to Infamous. Cool, you know, you know, like it's all good, but now this fight. I just do better than what I did last time, you know.
Hey, you know,
nothing too specific, you know what I mean? Like, keep my range.
Last week we talked about this in a sense. We talked about the judging of it all. Should there be judges? Should there be a point system? Because not only are there draws, unnecessarily high amount of draws, but like in this case with you, especially because your percentages were higher. You know, it could be said that you won that fight. So
I'm sorry, y'all. Next week will not happen. Sorry to the whole community.
You're good. So it just ties into, like, you know, do we need official judges for Street Beefs? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it time to appoint official judges, even if it's just for that one event? It's like, yo, you 3 are the judges. There's not going to be any polling the crowd or anything like that. And I don't know, you know, hearing you say that, it just
right
makes me think that maybe it is time.
So I agree to a certain extent. So one, yeah, I definitely do not think that we should ask the crowd, like pull random people from the crowd. We should definitely stay dedicated and disciplined to the judges that we asked that day. Only problem is we got to find, and I'm sure we always can find those type of people, but we gotta make sure we find someone that's gonna stay all day at the event, from the first fight all the way to the last fight, but they're at the cage every single fight, not get distracted and talk, get drifted into the event. So we're gonna need to find that. People to ask, honestly, are old fighters. Maybe we should ask fighters that have more than that are more, ask the OGs. Every time there's someone there, that's like a regular. We should ask the OGs, because now we're more than part of this community, so we can be non-biased. You know what I mean? We're there for the fights. We're not there to cheer for somebody.
There you go.
So I think that would be better. But
you'd be a perfect candidate for that.
God damn.
Nah. He's off behind somewhere beating up on somebody. The fucking the day I fought, fucking he was supposed to fight. I was trying to warm him up. And this fool's fucking throwing heat at me and shit. Nah, this fool's off. He's one of those that's gonna go get distracted and fucking so you gotta roundhouse kick somebody properly and shit. That's fucking Battleborn.
Yo, man, my ADHD will kick the fuck in, bro. Like, when I hear a pop, that's when I'm like, oh shit, so that's yeah.
It's gonna be like whoever did that like one.
2 or 3 fights. Yeah,
and real quick,
for like 2 or 3 fights, but then my attention span will go somewhere else.
And real quick, do you think it's ever okay for a trained fighter to fight an untrained fighter? When is it okay?
Like on the street, right? Okay?
Yes.
So on the street, only when it's your life is actually in danger, when you're actually in danger, and a lot of people need to understand the difference between being provoked, you know what I mean, and actually having to protect yourself. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, you know, like a lot of us fighters, if you fight, you gotta have some kind of level of discipline. If honestly, if you fight someone that's and you know they're not trained and you do something douchebaggy, like you're bashing his head in 12-6, you know, you're doing everything illegal that you can just do on a street fight, kind of a dick. If it's someone that can't fight. So if you can easily just de-escalate, walk away, you know, that kind of, I mean, everybody wants to scream that there's a tough guy, they're the demon, they're the monster. But really, if you really for real think about the reality of walking away with someone's blood on your hands, like their death on your hands, possibly, that shit's going to change you and you're going to not be the same type of person. More than likely, statistics, you know, even will show you're going to be on a decline for people that kind of go through those type of, you know, shit. So I'm not going to get too political about it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, just if you can easily de-escalate the situation, walk away. But, you know, if you really got to protect yourself, and I'm talking about really got to protect yourself, that's different. I mean, we're all adults. We're all adults, and we can tell the difference, you know?
Verbal judo versus beating the shit out of somebody.
There you go with the ASP lingo, that verbal judo, bro. Act of self-protection, that verbal judo. And the Maniac chimed in. The Maniac, what up? The Maniac chimed in.
Oh,
One
shit.
That would help for judging could be your ref. No one else will see the efficiency like a ref, to be honest. And he has a good point.
True.
He has a good point.
True.
The ref is supposed to be
right.
unbiased.
Actually, let's go. Yeah, refs are unbiased by default. You're the ref. By default. Yep. That's a good fucking point. The Maniac. You're a fucking maniac, bro. Shit, that was smart.
He's a genius. The genius.
He's a genius. The genius.
The genius.
What? Any last words for the people? Where can we find you? It's been a pleasure.
So, look, you can find me on my Instagram. It's at @fat_Ivan, #1. You know, that's where you can follow my fight journey. You know, that's where I post most of my fights. And you can always find my fights on Streetbeefs West Coast, Battleborn, right here on the name. You can always just type that in, Streetbeefs West Coast. Watch me get my face punched. If you didn't like how I'm talking and you want to see me get punched in the face, you're more than welcome. Comment on it. Give me some.
And that's that. He cut out on, I don't know what the fuck happened, but yo, Battleborn is he's
I heard a mouse click. I heard the mouse click. No, I'm just clowning.
I had my phone in my hand. I was looking at my phone. He's back, but let me get him back in real quick.
All right.
So that was crazy. See that? They're trying to silence me. You see that shit? They're trying to silence me. But so we got the 3rd anniversary coming up. So, you know, don't forget to check up our fight. You know what I mean? Me is Battleborn, Jesse Drax for the rematch for the belt. You see the first fight. We're gonna run it back.
That was definitely a good combo, though. And, it's always refreshing to hear from him. And just that fire that he has whenever he's talking about something.
There's no roof on there.
That's what's up.
There's no roof at the Smoke Ranch. There's no roof at the Smoke Ranch, but we're gonna blow the fucking roof off of there. So let's go, bro. So check us, you know, be hype. That's it, bro.
Man, it was great talking with you, Battle. You know, I've known you for a while, and we've had, you know, our ups and our downs, but I really like the place that we're at now. You know, and you're one of my best friends. In
journey of two warriors, man.
Exactly, and having shared the cage with you twice, I feel like I know you on, you know, a different level. So I really appreciate you coming on, having, you know, a great conversation with us, and I can't wait to see you at the 3-year event. You know what I mean? So
hell yeah. I can't wait. It's gonna be a family reunion for all of us, man. Shit. So,
Yes, sir.
but you know, it's wartime. It's wartime, baby. So I'll see y'all at the
Exactly.
anniversary, and I'm gonna see you guys at the top, man. I'm gonna see you guys at the top, and I'm gonna be holding that belt. I promise. I promise.
Let's
Hey,
Belt
don't
go.
act all
finally getting a
brand new
belt.
when you
All
get the
right.
belt, fool. Don't start acting all brand new. Don't be like, you got to schedule an
I'm gonna
appointment to talk to me. I'm
first
the
my.
champ.
All
I
right, peace. Man, see, we got Cimarron wanting to get on table talk. I told him next week. Next week.
Definitely. And also comment below if you guys want to join us, man. We really care about y'all. Our main thing is to make sure that us as fighters have a voice. We're
Yeah.
able to, voice our opinion. We're more than, fighters. Essentially, we're human beings, and most of us. But, so
Earthling Sevens
comment below. You said what
from
now?
Mars. I said Earthling Sevens from Mars or some shit.
But yeah, I don't know where he's from. That motherfucker right there, man.
Hell yeah. Our next guy coming on stream is an up and coming star, Mortem. Straight savage. What more can I say? He's had some notable wins. He's already gotten a title shot, and I just can't wait to see what's next from him. And with that, I'm gonna bring him on stream.
Hey, what's up?
What up, brah?
How's it going?
Chilling. How are you?
Yo.
You coming on with the Rocky fit already. You see him. He looked like he just got done beating the shit out of somebody.
Perhaps, who knows?
Did you get the
Who'd you
cut?
have to
Always
beat up
training,
just
man.
now?
Always
Look, he got his
training.
arms crossed and all that. He's like, man, I tried to tell him, leave me the fuck alone. I tried to tell him.
Gotta stay ready, man.
Yes,
Yo.
sir.
You said you were about to get a cut before the stream. Did you end up getting it or no?
Yeah, I did.
Let's see it.
Oh shit! Shout out to my cousin for he cuts hair. If y'all are down here in Vegas and y'all want to get a haircut, hit up Blessed Ruben on it
Look at those
on
locks.
Instagram.
Yo, your hair
Yeah,
looks fucking fire, bro. I can't even lie. I used to have long hair, man.
Like, stole that shit around.
Making me miss my hair, bro, for real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. You're a rising star in the West Coast.
Right.
Okay. You've already achieved notable success in MMA, kickboxing. Can you share some of the most, impactful or significant lessons you've learned from your victories and your loss in the title shot, and how these experiences have shaped your approach to training and prep for your upcoming fights?
Honestly, out of all my fights that I've had, they've all been a good tough fight just mentally because as we all do, we deal with things. So
Yeah.
with my anxiety always on the way, sometimes before camps I just struggle with myself a little bit, but a lot of the things that had helped me out a lot was mainly after that Battleborn fight because, well, as you guys saw, there's a huge difference between height and weight. So for my first fight to go against someone that big and, not only take on the amount of damage I did, but also be able to keep on pushing and standing, really, really taught me that I could do this, that I don't have to be scared, that I don't have to be worried about anything, that if I can handle someone heavy, someone taller with some reach like that someone around my size, someone maybe a little bit taller, they light work. But what I also did notice is that MMA is not for a lot of people. Now, for as much as I love fighting, I love MMA, I'm still working on my grappling. I love Muay Thai. I live for the sport of Muay Thai.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why for my first fight, I wanted to introduce the whole 4-ounce Muay Thai fight to really bring in a new flavor to these fights. I think they're a little bit more entertaining and fun. So getting to throw down in Muay Thai with any little gloves adds more thrill to it.
Yeah, definitely. That's what they do in Stroka. I fought for Stroka, and you know, they do boxing in 4 ounce gloves. Everything is 4 ounce gloves. So I definitely see that too. And just, you know, I would like to take this time to tell everybody, if you don't know how to wrap your hands, make sure you have somebody wrap your hands properly.
Yes,
Because those
sir.
little 4 ounce gloves, there is no hitting improperly with your hand wraps not done right. You will dislocate something. You will fracture
Oh
something.
yeah.
Something.
Shout to the West Coast. Yeah, no, that's you got a good point, dude. Because even just in training, it's important to wrap your hands. Because there was a point in time where I was doing a lot of bag work, and my pinky and my right hand was giving me a lot of trouble, and I never used to wrap my hands. But once I felt that pain, I was like, oh shit, I gotta start wrapping my
Yes,
shit.
sir.
And now it's like,
Yes,
dude,
sir.
gotta have the fucking hands wrapped. It's like it's one
Always.
of the most important things.
One of the things I noticed that a lot because I work in construction, so having to carry a bunch of heavy shit all the time and then go to training and now wrap your hands up and start hitting bag or hitting mitts and going crazy in that bag work or mitt work, it fucks up your hands. And
Yeah.
as of now, my hands are like completely fucked up from my fingers facing the opposite way and shit, just from training and just
Strong
getting used to it,
hand.
to be honest.
Take my
Yeah,
strong
and
hand.
Take my good hand. Yeah, yeah. Take my good hand.
yeah, like every time I gotta dab everyone up with the good hand and shit, it's that type of thing.
Shout out to the
But I
old
look
people
forward
that know
to it.
about that reference, by the way.
Take my strong hand. He's on my germs.
Oh no, that scary movie reference.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. See, look, he knows. He knows. That's
I
what's
might
up,
be
dog.
young, but I'm an old head. I like to say that.
Hey,
Bruh.
man, we all are. We all are. Welcome to the table, man.
And you're young, right? But since you've come into Street Beef, you've had like an impressive run, dude. Really impressive. Your skills, they've gained recognition. You're like a fan favorite at this point.
I
With the three
appreciate that.
year, yeah, exactly. With the 3 year anniversary approaching, like, how does it feel to be like, a lightweight celebrity in the community?
Yeah,
I
we fuck
don't
with you, man.
Yeah,
I
tough.
don't I don't really think about it, to be honest. In my mind, I'm not on my phone a lot. I post a lot on my MMA account just to keep it running and get a little bit more to get more attention on my account, but
Right.
usually I'm just training all the time. So I don't really pay attention to all that stuff. But I'm excited, to be honest, for this new event because from my last fight, even though I won, I feel like I could have put on a better performance and finished the fight faster. That is something me and my team spoke about. But if I get the chance, I'm willing to. I'm gonna show you guys like true technique and real Muay Thai form in this upcoming match. So I look forward to it.
So do
Hell yeah.
I.
Hell yeah. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. And it's funny that you say that because so like when you show up to an event, I'm sure people come up to you and they recognize you, people that you don't even know. Is that safe to assume?
No, at most I've been stabbed up by a couple of the fighters. I've only been really noticed like that in one or two fights, which was the All Father fight and the Hot Box fight. But that was it. It was just other fighters and referees that from other matches that had recognized me. But I haven't really gotten recognized like that or being approached, being like, "Oh, now I'm a fan."
Well,
Kind of likely drowned that out.
I don't know, bro. I just know that when I seen your fight with All Father, and for anyone watching on the Heart and the Fight YouTube channel or Street Beefs West Coast YouTube channel, you need to watch Mortem versus All Father. That was such
I'm
a
gonna put it
clean.
in right now.
It was such an amazing. Exactly. It was amazing. It was just amazing. It was so smooth, so crisp, clean. The technique was there, the aggression, the volume, everything was on point. And you like Cimarron says, you really are a savage. He says he sparred
Shout
with
out
you when you
Cimarron.
first
Yeah,
met, and you had no fear. And I could see that in the All Father fight,
it
100%.
was before I got to spar. I got to meet a bunch of guys before my all Battleborn fight, which was pretty interesting because I was nervous, and these guys like I gotta go against Simran. I sparred with Simran
Yep.
and this other dude. I don't remember his name, but you guys had. He's in the group. He goes by Eddie the Boxer. I got
Yep.
to spar with these dude. It was pretty interesting because I got to really get a feel for the Streetbeefs community. So it was very fun to get to train with these guys and then be able to go on and do what I'm doing so far.
That's dope. That's dope. You know, and the 3 anniversary is next, and that's added pressure, added attention. You know, and I mean, you say you're not on your phone very much, but how do you stay focused and composed with this heightened, with all the heightened expectations from your fans and peers? Because we expect a lot out of you, you know?
And you deliver.
Right.
Oh
Well,
my
to
God,
be
this
honest,
guy.
I don't pay much attention to expectations because that just it adds stress onto me as a fighter, and as a fighter, we all know what those type of stresses add. So to me, I realized that at the end of the day, whoever is watching isn't the person in the ring fighting. So I am always 100% happy with whatever performance I give, whatever outcome I get from my fights, whether that's a loss or a win. I love it. Either or. I've gotten support from both my losses and my wins. So whatever comes, I'm all for it. I love
Yeah, I
learning.
just watched the All Father fight. I'm like, I didn't need very much time, dude. That left hook, because it was there. It was
I'm
there. It was
telling
almost like Alex Pereira. You know how he
I'm
kind of has that little spring turn to the side, boom. You just let him have it, man.
You know what
That's
I
that's
liked?
a beautiful thing.
What I liked in that fight was the tying together of the leg kicks, the body punches,
Mm.
the head punches, and the level changes between all three.
And the
It's just
control. I
so
mean, the
smooth.
guy put his hands out like, "You're not gonna hit me. Fuck what you're doing. Take this and that
Yeah.
and this and that and this and that." That was beautiful, man. That was
Yeah,
beautiful,
exactly.
man.
Thank you. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
It took me 30 seconds to watch you finish somebody. Like, who does that?
Yeah. Fire, bro. Straight fire. Straight fire. Straight fire.
I'm very disciplined with the way I train. With anyone who's trained with me or I've gotten to coach, they know that I'm very extreme with the way I like to camp about my fight. I go on 10-mile runs, anything possible to just get it done. In my mind, even though it's Street Beefs, I like to handle this like it's a UFC fight, like a one championship fight, just because it makes me focus. That focus drives me to really push and go out there.
No, I can see it. I can see it. And you know, real quick, I want to ask you about your last fight against Relentless.
Mm.
How was that fight different leading up? Was there anything about Relentless that you noticed beforehand that you had to look for, and were you surprised at all, or like just in general, just talk about it?
Honestly, kudos to him because he really did the job right. He knew exactly what to do, and I've trained with him at Extreme, and I've told it to him. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. I don't grapple that much. I've only grappled a little bit in high school, my senior year, but it was for only half a season, and that was about it. I'm mostly strike. So me going into the fight, I was just like, well, because Anthony Michaels, I don't remember if that's his name correctly, had given me Relentless. There was a couple other guys beforehand, but things happened and matches got to switch up, so I had to fight him. And at first, I knew from the very start it was gonna be a tough match, so I tried to train as much as I could. But at the time, there was a lot of things in my own personal life that were struggling, so I was just always trying to put in the most I could to train and really go out there. But honestly, I didn't want to do that fight, but I did it just because I don't say no. I don't say no to a fight. Like most good fighters, some of us we like to fight, but then there's those fights that we just look at and we're like, I don't want to do that. But I was all for it. I was all for it. I loved the experience. It was fun. The only thing I will say that I did not enjoy as a viewer of Street Beefs was the matching. I understand that I had gotten a good recognition after the All Father fight, but I feel like there could have been a bunch of better opponents for Relentless. Relentless is a flawless fighter, as we all saw.
Yeah.
And if you guys have seen him train or sparred with him, you all know he's ruthless. He's really good. So I really believe that matchup should have been made with someone better who would have given him a better fight for the title, rather than someone as I don't want to pity myself or anything like that. Someone as low level as I am when it comes to MMA. My knowledge only went to as far as striking. So I was just a little bit upset as a viewer of Streetbeefs as to why that match was made. But as a fighter, I love the experience of learning and really getting into there. But honestly, it an MMA match. It was fun. I loved it.
Well, that's good to hear, you know. And I share your sentiment with the idea that there could have been a better matchup for Relentless. And it just makes me wonder, like, I know there's lots of guys, but who are a couple of names that, you know, you and even you, Stoneman, could have been a better matchup for Relentless? Or
Well, I think here the problem with finding matchups for Relentless is just that,
What happened?
finding matchups for him. There's not People are not really
I'm
lined up to go
confused. I
fight the guy.
can't hear anything. I see any movement.
You know, the problem is that Relentless has made a name for himself in the shadows, and he drags you in the shadows,
yeah,
and then you know you kind of crawl out of it and don't want to talk about it much. That guy is a stud, man. And he's been to you know, I think it was Tough Enough, and you know, he lost via ground and pound, and you know, since then the guy has really evolved, and I feel like that that experience has really made him a different type of fighter. And the thing is, hey, good to see you back. Glad you're back. I'm gonna just go over it
Sorry
again.
about that. Shitty connection.
I think what the problem is that it was hard to find fights for Relentless because of his reputation and because of, you know, just where he is in his career with his experience level. He has gone to uh, Tough Enough. Or I believe it's Tough Enough, or was it King of the Cage? I can't remember which one it was.
It was
But
Tough
he's
Enough.
gone to other promotions and stuff too. And we had him on the show last week because he's a buddy of mine. He actually came over to my house or whatever. And one of his biggest things was he was saying that he doesn't know if he'll fight for Streetbeefs again after this next event, simply because they can't find him opponents. So instead of you feeling, you know, whatever you're feeling, I'm here to tell you and clear your head up. You stepped up and did something that other people didn't want to do. I mean, hopefully you look back on the show, whatever. But my hat's off to you, man. Anybody that gets in that fucking cage is a goddamn warrior, regardless of whether you're you know, not as good as other people, or you're the greatest to ever walk in that motherfucker. At the end of the day, you got in there, you touched gloves, and you handled your business.
Yup, exactly. And that's what it's all about, you know. I mean, we've all had our losses, and to me, I've been taking L's since young, you know what I'm saying? Since hella young. So these losses they don't really hit as hard as the losses that I've already taken before ever even fighting. So they don't really even feel like losses to me. You know what I mean?
Learning
I'm so sorry about
opportunities,
that.
right?
Exactly. Now you're good, Mortem. You good. Hey, real quick, Nogi had a question. Were you asked to fight Relentless, or did it just get set up?
It was set up in MMA. I wasn't asked or anything. They just told me, "Would you like to fight Relentless in an MMA match for the event?" I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Oh, okay. That's dope. Yeah, and, you know, when I found out that you were fighting Relentless in MMA, I was like, oh, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm glad I'm gonna be there to watch it first, firsthand. And anyone who gets in the cage, oh, here we go. See, exactly. anyone who gets in the cage is a warrior, bro. Straight up facts. And it was really, really good to see you in there. You know, because I just said a second ago, I've been taking losses since I was young, and the losses that I take in Streetbeefs, they don't hit as hard as the losses that I've already taken in life. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So they don't even feel like losses to me. They just feel like lessons, I guess you can say.
Right. I fully agree with that. I mean, honestly, I don't I don't really post a lot about my life out there and all that, but I want everyone, as we've all experienced losses in the community, we're not alone. If anyone, needs help, it's okay to reach out and talk to anyone. Um, Leading up to my most two recent fights, I struggled with a lot of depression and a lot of issues in my personal life, such as uh, losing friends and unfortunate people passing away and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
But
sorry.
it's all helped me to. It's all good. It's all helped me to really get to where I am now, and a lot of it is something that has really pushed me to getting to where I am now. For example, leading into the All Father fight. To be honest, I had lost. I'm young, but like I said, it's we all go through things. I had
Yeah.
lost my first son. I was gonna have a son, but due to things happening, he unfortunately passed away. So that's something that really uh, struggled me throughout that camp because I was on and off dealing with my own things and really having to heal. But luckily, leading up into more fights, it really helped me progressing, get through all those struggles.
Sorry to
you
hear
know,
that, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's all
say
good.
I'm really sorry to hear that, and I just want to take a second to recognize the the you know I don't know
The
what that
severity
pain is
of it.
like. I don't know what
Yeah.
that pain is like, but I couldn't even imagine. And so, huge props and shout to you because, you know, it's not easy to deal with loss like that, It's not. And you did it, man, and I don't know what else to say except sorry to hear about it. And if you or anyone watching this ever needs to talk to anybody, feel free to hit up anyone in Street Beefs community. We're all here for each other, and it's an honor for me to hear you open up like that, even if it's something so detrimental and disastrous as losing a child. Because that's something
Big
that
time,
I
man. That's
could
real
never
warrior tip.
I could never imagine. Yeah, we lost him. Did we lose him? You good? You there? You there still, Stoneman?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got you.
Okay, good. Yeah, man. I keep going out so much. I appreciate you checking in on me, man.
Yeah, it's
It's a little rocky, but we're making it work.
Yeah, I think it's the website right now. I don't think it's our internet connection.
No, because I
But
got full. Yeah.
I wanted to take this opportunity to let
I'm
everybody
back. I'm
know
here.
that that might be
Can
struggling
y'all
with
see me? Can y'all
depression
hear
or
me?
going through it. Yeah, definitely. We can hear you. But anybody that's going through anything, I mean anything in life, anything, I wanna I wanna stress the fact that every second of the day is an opportunity to better or change your situation. And with that being said, no, I don't have the answers on what you should do, but put the seconds into first thinking about solving the problem, figuring out what the problem is, thinking about how you can solve it, and taking advantage of it. But you're blessed with life. Make sure you live it to the fullest. Don't ever throw it away. And remember that you're important, regardless whether it be to other people or your goddamn self. You're important.
Very well said. Very well said.
That's it.
Yeah, man. That's a really, really, really heartfelt message, and it's so true. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't really understand how really real depression is, and anxiety. Like for me, I have suffered from anxiety in the past, and that shit's for real. That shit is really real. Those intrusive thoughts, as untrue as they may be, they're there. And for me, I just look at them and I watch them like a movie. But it took me a lot of years to get to that point where I can just watch them come and then watch them go. You know what I mean? And it's tough. It's fucking tough. So
It
anyone
really
else
is.
that's dealing with anything like that, just know like it's possible, but it is tough and it's a lifelong process. And I'm
What
still
makes life so beautiful.
exactly. To quote one of my favorite bodybuilders, getting knocked down is life. Getting back up is living. So
Yep.
keep getting back up, keep living, and just stay with it. What else can you do? There's no other option. You can just keep getting knocked because life's not gonna stop hitting. Life is not gonna stop hitting, but we just gotta keep getting back up every time and standing on our square, staying 10 toes deep, and just being men. You know what I'm saying? That's what men do. We take life as it comes and we deal with it, and we just do what we gotta do, regardless. Regardless if people don't appreciate it, regardless if people don't recognize it. Even our own family at points in time will be discouraging or try to discourage us, but regardless, we still do
Fuck
what
'em.
we do. Exactly. Fuck you. Fuck 'em. Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs. And it's been really really good talking with you, Mortem. It's I don't really get much opportunity to speak with you, so it's always nice to hear from new members of the Streetbeefs family that I've never got to hear from before. And I look forward to seeing you at this
Thank you.
3-year anniversary event. Shout to you, and anything you want to ask him or anything like that, Stoneman, before we let him go and close out the show?
Not really, man. Just keep on doing you, man, because you're doing it well. I never
Thank
met
you.
you before. I see you out there training with Flo. I'm out here in Vegas too. I stay off like Cameras and Maryland area or whatever. And
Okay.
I you don't need a name tag because real recognize real. So get at me anytime you want, and just keep on
For
doing
sure.
you, man, because you're doing it well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And where can we find you? Any last words for the people before we cut out?
I just want to say that no one's alone. You guys can always talk to anyone. Always feel free to talk to me, anyone in the community, a family, a friend, a loved one. No one's alone. No one should go through anything alone. With that being said, we're all fighters here. A lot of love and honor amongst everyone here. Um, I want to say thank you to everyone and thank you to you guys for having me on here and letting me speak and really get to talk a little bit about my story. You guys can find me on Instagram at MMA Mortem. Same with TikTok. Like to post on there. Feel free to message me for any training sessions or sparring. I'm always free for anything. So thank you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Think we might have lost Deezo. I know. Do you think it's your internet connection, or do you think it's the website that keeps kicking
I
us
think it's
out?
the website. I think it's
Yeah,
the
that's what I
website.
thought too. Because I got full bars and I'm on 5G.
I'm the only one in my house using the Wi-Fi.
It's crazy. Yeah, nah, man. But yeah, we definitely appreciate having you on here. I mean, like I said, man, I'm excited to see more of you, and hopefully one day we can get our little sparring session in pretty soon too. I was supposed to go
Whenever,
out there
brother.
with y'all that day when you went with Flo and y'all took that picture or whatever, but you know, I own my own moving company and stuff, so
Oh,
sometimes
that's what's up.
sometimes that shit, what I want to say, 4 or 5 days
Oh, wow, I'm the only one. Just want to say, let's fucking bang. Love everyone. Take it easy.
Yo, my bad. My shit died. Stoneman shit died. But we back. We back. We left fucking Mortem out there by himself for a minute.
Fuck, bro.
And
It's bad.
we still got our 5 viewers. You know, it's all good.
That's what's up.
Stand Up Rivera asks, Deezo, when was your last fight? My last fight was actually in the Dirty South. It was sometime in March, and it was against some college kid that just showed up hella randomly, and he wanted to fight. So I was there to record. You know, I was there to get footage, but I ended up getting a fight. Yeah, Samke, yeah, we fucked up, but it's all good. You know, sometimes you fumble, you just gotta keep pushing.
Soundcare's like, that shit wouldn't happen to my show.
Stay off his fucking neck. Bruh. I was like scrambling. My laptop died. I'm fucking running all over the house to find the charger.
Damn.
It's all good though. And fucking we just left Morgan out there by himself. Poor guy.
Hey, but you said in the beginning you run fast, so I guess that's why you hopped on. You hopped back on so quick.
In the movies when they're sliding over, they slide over the hoods. That was me sliding into the wall trying to unplug my charger.
Oh shit! Like not right now, not right now. Don't do this right now.
Like, no, the whole fucking stream is ruined.
No, I got my phone on the charger because in the beginning it was the same shit for me. That's why I stepped off a camera for a second. I was like, damn.
Yeah, we love you too, Samke. We do.
Sir, love you too, man. You know how that goes. Yes, sir.
You feel me? Yeah, and you know, it's getting kind of lengthy, so I think we should close. But real quick before we do, I just want to give one more shout out to the sponsor, Ascari Fight Gear. Go to ascarifighter.com for all your fight gear. Take it from me, they make some badass shorts. They really do. I got these at the Super Bowl event, custom Streetbeefs West Coast fight shorts. On the back, we got the Hotbox logo.
That shit is too hard.
Logo. And at the 3-year event, all match fighters will be getting a pair of fight shorts. So hit them up if you want to support the sponsors, you know, and just build everything. Just build everything. And another shout to Champ X Meals, the meal prep company. Free Smoke. Shout to him for getting that sponsor popping off. You know, kitchens all over the country. And shout to you, Stoneman. I know it's been a rough show. Coming in and out, but I think we made it work pretty well.
And we're going to keep doing it too.
You feel me? Any last words for the people?
Not really, man. But what is that? Our lightweight champion has a question for y'all when Deezo's finished wrapping it up.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Well,
what do we got?
I kind of wanted. I thought I was gonna be cool with saying our lightweight champion has a question for y'all. You know what he does? What are you waiting for?
Oh, fucking
yeah.
The featherweight champ.
Oh, featherweight. My bad. Featherweight.
Yes. And you know, hey, real quick, shout to Streetbeefs West Coast. If you're not following their channel, please do so. That's where all the bangers are. Shout to Hard in the Fight, the platform that connects fighters with, you know, a chance to gain recognition. For me, that's the first podcast type platform I've ever been on as a fighter. So I've been a huge fan of Heart in the Fight since their first episode, which was a fighter profile of a fighter named Mansa Miles. And he was at Streetbeefs West Coast 1. And he is, I mean, he's a Streetbeefs West Coast OG, even though that was his only fight. But the point is, Heart in the Fight's been there since day one. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Heart in the Fight, you need to be. You need to be. And
what are you waiting for?
Exactly. And with that, we're going to close out the show. So y'all have a great night. Peace.
Shout out to Hard in the Fight. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? That's right.